Hi everyone, this is Fala Blog. I got a message from a subscriber who wanted me to talk about hunger because she's going through some certain issues at work now and she wanted some advice on how she could manage it. So I decided today to talk about hunger. Hunger is a strong feeling of resentment, a strong feeling of annoyance, feelings of displeasure, hostility, or a feeling of irritation. Hunger has a strong capacity to destroy you, destroy what you have been doing. It can destroy your relationship easily. It can destroy your home. Hunger can destroy a decade of work in 5 to 2 seconds. And it can also change your journey of life. It puts some people in prisons, and it could also end some people's life. And that is why we need to have the strategy to manage anger when it comes. Because surely everyone must get angry one time or the other. It could be on the street, it could be on the bus, it could be while you are driving. You must get angry somehow. So that is why you need to be conscious of the fact that you can never avoid it. It's going to come your way somehow, someday. And you need to also be conscious of the ways to manage it if it comes. So today I will be talking about hunger and how to manage that situation when you get angry. A couple of years back, I used to know a couple, a wonderful couple I must say, and they had a 6-month-old baby. There was a bit of argument between the couple, that's the man and the woman, regarding one particular glass frame that the wife was in love with and she bought it. The husband don't like that frame for one reason or the other. So one particular day the husband was out walking and the wife thought she wanted to decorate their living room, and she brought out the frame and hung it somewhere in the living room, believing that maybe when the husband sees this time around, he will probably start liking the frame or something. And I thought when I eventually talked to her then was that even if he doesn't like it, she would have put it away. But she just thought it was another opportunity to see if the husband would like it. Unfortunately, the husband returned that day from work. He had some unnecessary stress from work and all that. And when he came home, he met the frame hanged, and immediately he was furious. He took out the frame and threw it away. The glass splashed, and unfortunately for him, the glass splashed and some of the ripples of the glass went straight to meet their 6-month-old baby where she was laid in the living room. They had to call the ambulance because of the blood and all that. And rather unfortunate, the 6-month-old baby was left with life scar, and unfortunately again, one of the eyes got injured. And as I talk to you, she doesn't have the use of the eye, the right eye particularly, because it was really, really injured and damaged and all that. So, and that was something they would have to live with for the rest of their life. Now, I will teach you some of the ways you can manage hunger situations. First, when you see that you are hungry or you are about to get angry, let's say someone is trying to get on your nerve, or someone is getting on your nerves already, you need to take a deep breath. You need to take a deep breath. And you should also practice self-talk, whereby you say to yourself, you cannot get me angry. You can say it quietly, gently to yourself. Communicate with your heart. Talk to your conscience. Try to diffuse whatsoever the person is trying to do to you at that point. And talk to your conscience. Open interrogation between you and that conscience. Sometimes your conscience is another person inside of you. You can always learn to talk to your conscience. So at this point, when the person thinks he or she is getting on your nerves, you are looking at the person, but your mind is straight inside you and you are talking with your conscience. And your conscience can always say to you, just take it easy, you don't need to get angry, and things like this. So you have to practice this couple of times to really get there. And I call that self-talk. Talk to yourself. Another thing you can also do in this situation is to visualize a happy place in your head. Try to take your mind away from the situation and visualize a happy place. You can visualize a happy moment. You can try to remember a situation which is always so strong in your heart. Make that time the time you want to revisit it. Think about it. Maybe someone took you out, somebody bought you a gift, and there's a scenario from that particular time that you always want to adore and remember. Make it a point to bring those scenarios back at that point. Remember when you did that. You can remember when you had that best visit. You can remember when you had that travel. Things like that. You can also remember when you had that lovely baby, or things like that, or when you met that guy, or when you met that lady. Things has always been giving you joy anytime you remember them. This is the point. This is the point where you need to bring that memory back. So visualize this memory and try to take your mind to that place where that happened. Okay? And see humor sometimes in what people try to anger you with. Just see the other side of it and just laugh over it. Because there's this thing, if you could do it, if someone tried to get on your nerve, or someone tried to get you vexed, or someone tried to make you unhappy, and you just decided to smile about whatsoever action or whatsoever they are saying, that makes them a failure. And that usually will stop their actions before you know it. Because their intention was to get you angry, their intention was to get you vexed, their intention was to get on your nerves. But what they get from you is positive. You are just smiling about the whole thing. And this is a very good strategy for you to diffuse whatsoever act or attitude someone is embarking to get on your nerves. Smile about their actions. Sometimes you can see inside your mind, say to yourself, this is a foolish guy, this is a foolish woman, this is a foolish boy, this is a foolish girl. Anything, just say it to yourself. And this could bring some form of humor inside of you that brings out smile. And this is the smile that will diffuse and that will discourage whoever wants to get on your nerves.